Welcome to the Dr. Meleeka Clary Show, powered by Sweet Recordings. Hello, people. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You know what? I am doing this intro to let everyone know that you already know, some people who've been following me, what it is. This is October time. And what is October time? It's birthday month for Dr. Meleeka Clary. But I'm doing something different. I'm taking a whole month off because you people, you guys already know. I've been had a heck of a time with medical issues, family medical issues, just things. And I'm just so grateful that to be able to have opportunity to live and for another birthday. So I decided to take the whole month off, including the show. But I picked some wonderful segments that I want you guys to review. I want you to get it, get something out of my wonderful guests. I picked these individuals because I think you should see them again. I think every guest, and I'll do this again, even though this is probably the start of something, only because I want people to reflect on hearing people's challenges and testimonies. And I want you to be able to learn something, but also to realize you're not alone. And I always want people to know it's this human life that we go through, ups and downs. It's how you're going to deal with it. And I want you to just, view some of my guests and hear what they had to say and hear what they're sharing to you and what they did and how you can go on when things happen that you just not prepared for sometimes. Just don't know. So, this is my birthday month, but I'm also reflecting, including myself, reflecting on, just hearing someone else and how they got through the things they got through, the challenges. So, for me to you, I want you to have a wonderful rest of the day, weekend to come. Enjoy your time with your families because that's what I'm going to do. Now, don't get me wrong. You probably see me on social media doing other things, but I feel like I'm going to try to enjoy my birthday month and do some things I haven't done. I tried this month of spontaneous stuff to try to dip in. And like I said, I've been taking care of my elderly mom. So I have to do things in that area as well. But enjoying every day like it's my last day. So before I even got on, I didn't even say thank you, God, for giving me another day, for being able to do this. I love you. Thank you for loving me. Thank you for giving me another day for being able to love you to my children. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. I got to say that. I know. I think I'm just excited for my birthday month too. But I always got to give praise. That's just how I am. I got to give praise now. And it could be anywhere, like I said, anytime. Don't have to be programmed. So that's something to think about. We can pray to God anytime, talk to him anytime, because I need him. We need him. This world needs him. So with that being said, like I said, enjoy the beautiful segments that I chose. And like I said before, I'll do this again, because I want to reflect. And there's so many guests I've had on my show. And it's just like, wow, I need to bring that back so people can hear that, and sometimes I will do that. Absolutely. We got holidays coming up. We got things going on. And I like to enjoy holidays too, people. So I got to reflect on that because family is important, you guys. Memories are important. And I got to make sure I'm making some of my own. So with that being said, my family, my audience here, thank you again for tuning into Dr. Meleeka Clary Show, powered by Sweet Recordings. You guys just keep on sharing and keep on tuning in and keep on following me. And I'll keep you tuned up with things I'm doing. And I still on social media, some, like I said, you can still see what I'm doing and stuff like that. Right now, I want you to enjoy my wonderful guests and what they are sharing with you. Please share that information with other people, what you see on Dr. Meleeka Clary Show. It helps you. And it helped me too. I'm learning too, people. So with that being said, and also celebrate Cancer Month because October is Cancer Month awareness. Okay. And I don't know if it's mental health awareness in October. It might be. But if it's not, mental health awareness is every day. How's that? Not just 1 month. So if it is, I'm not sure. But, let's cross the board with mental health awareness all over. We all need it. So with that being said, enjoy. And remember, no one said I love you. I love you. And I care about you. So I love you and take care of yourself. Yes, take care of yourself. And may God bless you all. All right. God bless and take care. Bye. It was an interesting moment for me at the time because I really wasn't seeking someone or anyone, I should say. I just hoped if I did meet someone that they would be a positive person to meet. Everything he was saying and doing was making me fall in love with him.
A lot of people quit going, that's just how it got to be. But she keeps on fighting and it takes a lot of guts. No justice, no peace!
You two are like two immature cartoon characters.
Objection.
Where's any of this evidence of this?
Order!
I'm sanctioning you for $15,000.
I have a right to see my son.
This is all about a child. A poor boy born into a battle. Even with your lies, I gotta survive. Said I'm gonna survive, I gotta survive. Even with your lies, I'm gonna survive, gotta survive. Said I'm gonna survive. This is not justice! No justice! No peace! No justice! No peace! No peace! No justice!
You're trying to have a judge removed.
I'll sanction her for thousands of dollars for coming to court.
How much money is Mr. K Man, Mr. Geek paying you and your fellow judges to keep this woman working one time? Said I'm gonna survive, I gotta survive. Even with your lies, I'm gonna survive, gotta survive. Said I'm gonna survive, I gotta survive. Even with your lies, I've gotta survive, gonna survive. Said I'm gonna survive, gonna survive. Even with your lies.
Welcome back to the Dr. Meleeka Clary Show on the Bold and Brave TV network. But we're coming live. Woo! Oh my goodness. Now you know we are here. So you know what I have to say. Thank you, God, for getting me up this morning. I really appreciate that. To be able to do this show and just to be able to say I love you to my loved ones. And that is so important. And I really have to say that because gratitude and being grateful for just getting one day to do that. I only asked for one day. And it's a lot going on and I just want that one day. Each day, take it or leave it, but I'm going to take whatever he gives me. So with that being said, I have to give so much acknowledgement to everyone. Thank you for tuning into the Dr. Meleeka Clary Show on the Bold and Brave TV. And as you know, you saw the trailer for Three Coins Inception movie, still available on Prime Video. Thank you guys. I really love you guys for watching the movie. Thank you so much. As you know, I always bring amazing guests on the show, and I think everyone is amazing. And I meet so many people all over. And I'm grateful because, I get to do that. This is something I like to do. Being a psychologist, especially a doctor in, human minds and behaviors, I get to meet so many people and, view their attitudes and change behaviors and help them to live a better life. So when I bring on guests on this show, it's not just because, I just want you to watch and know about them. I want you also to know that they're human beings first. And that's so important because that People think that, your status with your prefix or suffix or accolades in your life, that you're above somebody else. No, I want to let you know that there's nobody, we're all the same. Just, we just run after our dreams and we do other things differently. But my platform is all about sharing and caring. So when I bring guests on my show, including myself, I'm sharing and caring and explain things that how I did it. Now that's the best way I can do it because I think that is all very important to do. Now I bring a lot of people on here. It doesn't matter what kind of status you have or who you are. You could be a celebrity, a filmmaker, and I have a lot of experience in different areas. So I have, a bunch of people that I know. But I have to say to you today is that, over the times that I've been in awards ceremonies and, the luxury gala, I say, that was a wonderful one. This next, I gotta say, this next individual, he really is amazing. He's a guest of mine, but don't let me just explain because I like to keep it real. He is a person first. I am going to elaborate on who he is and what I know of him, only because I'm excited because of this. I was a child, and being a child watching sitcoms is like, wow, amazing. When you see people on TV, you say to yourself, is that real? Those people are not real. Like, that's what I'm thinking as a young kid. And I remember watching this individual, and I'm not sure, I guess I'm telling my age. I'm not sure if everyone remember this, but this gentleman, his name is Lawrence Hilton Jacobs, and he played a role, Freddie Boom Boom Washington on Welcome Back Carter. And I remember when I was a little girl, I would look at this and say, the thing I would say is that he looks like me, the color. I know that's kind of like, hey, it's just something I saw. He looks like me. Wow. And it was exciting to see. But when I start realizing something, that show was also diverse. That means there was many different cultures on there and different ethnic groups on there, which was amazing. They even had that back then. But so it's amazing to know that he's going to be on my show. And oh my gosh, he's been acting for years. I mean, he played on Roots. I mean, that is like amazing. And oh my goodness, here you go. The Michael Jackson movie, The American Dream, to play Joe Jackson. Hello, you guys already know I'm a fan of the Jacksons, especially Janet. I met her and we talked. Still wait for you, Janet. But it was amazing. And she played on, with Angela Bassett. I've worked with her husband and still wait for you, Angela. But, these amazing people he has worked with. And I'm just happy that he agreed to be a guest on my show. So let me say this. I'm going to go on break, but I'm going to come back. But I'm excited too. But remember, I got to know about him first. So be patient. We'll get to other stuff too. But I need to know about him because I'm all about positive psychology. And I got to know about the person first. So, with that being said, we will be right back with the Dr. Meleeka Clary Show on the Bold and Brave TV network. Do not go nowhere, friend. We'll be right back with the amazing Lawrence Hilton Jacobs.
Hello, all. Three Corners of Deception movie is now available on Prime Video. How about that? October 14, 2023, on my 50th birthday, I am going to release this, and you guys can go ahead and help me do just that. Go see that movie. Thank you for all the support and not giving up on me. Go see that. Three Corners of Deception. Release me from all the pain and everything I've been through. Go see the movie. Thank you. I love you all. Thank you for all of the support. Go see that movie. Prime Video. Prime Video. How about that? God bless you all. I love you all.
It was really hard for me to do that movie sometime because at that time, because 10 years ago is what I went through. It wasn't then. So I had to take, even they say you play yourself. It's not really always easy to play yourself. You have to play yourself 10 years ago when your mind was discombobulated and you felt betrayed. You know what I mean? You felt like, life was just not it. and not in my situation, and it is based on true events, and unfortunately it's about judicial deception, but it's also about romance and drama and divorce. It's something that just went to a different way, but as I changed it and went into a movie. But what's interesting about this situation, people don't understand, it's a flow technique for me. That was my release to finish this movie.
Welcome back to the Dr. Meleeka Clary Show on the Bold and Brave TV network, where we're coming live. Woo! Yes, before I went on break, I know I felt like a little kid going on break and couldn't wait to come back. So I'm going to bring my amazing and handsome guests, okay? Lawrence Hilton Jacobs. Come on in here, Lawrence.
Hey, hey, what's going
How you
on,
doing,
Dr.
dear?
Lady,
How are
Lady
you?
Doc? Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I
very good.
appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Mhm.
I
Yeah,
thank you for being a guest on the Dr. Meleeka Clary Show.
absolutely.
I know you're so busy, and I know we've known each other now for maybe 2 years. I've seen
Yeah,
you that
at the
award last
Academy
year too.
Award party. Yeah,
That's
yeah,
right. That's right. That's
yeah.
right. And you know what? And I'll probably send this to you. They did some type of write up, star marketing something, and we're in that. You'll see it. I'll send it to you. And that
Cool.
did that I think last year. So it was kind of
Mhm.
interesting. I saw it on Google. But with that being said, now Lawrence, and I think you probably looked at some of my segments, and I'm all about positive psychology. And it's not just about what your status is. And I know you're a great actor, and I'm a fan of yours. Believe me, I am. But here's the thing. When I talk about positive psychology, I talk about people and real struggles and things they've been through, and who they are as a person, not just what you do for others and being an actor, but really, who do you identify yourself to you?
I mean, me. Just by coincidence, I'm here in New York City, and this morning we went to a charter school, a specialized school in Brooklyn, with the mayor, Eric Adams, and we talked to a bunch of amazing young kids who are in a preparatory school for how they can get out into the workforce world. And they were asking me, "What is your take on that?" And I said, "On how you, instrument yourself to be able to take on these kind of adventures or face things." I said, "Well, for me, everything starts with your truth. You got to be honest, because we know our limitations. We know when we're BSing. We know when we're not being honest or being forthcoming. That is the pull and push of how we can always springboard to bigger and better. But you have to also decide and accept that I can get it. You have to know you can win. You don't get well unless you want to get well. So that's where I come from with things. I'd rather just get into the simple truth of whatever we're trying to accomplishment, or if it's some achievement to envelope to, we have to claim it or and recognize it for what it is. It may not even be in our grasp to say that we know how to handle it, but at least you know what it is, and you're being honest with that, and you can springboard from that, and that bases it out of your own sensibilities and many of the things, which is basically our sensibilities, our experience, our lives down the line. So I come from there. That's my basis.
Wow.
Mhm.
Wow, that's wonderful. Thank you for sharing that. And I have a lot of people that's watching, and I want to say I'm religious, I'm Christian, but that's my norm because I was born in that, setting. But not everybody was born believing in God. And so when something happens to me, I go to my truth and I pray and I ask God for direction. Do you have a religion mechanism that you believe in or anything if you do?
I believe this. I believe that we didn't get here by accident. And there has to be there's always something that thrusts us forward. So that is a higher power. People will categorize it as God or Allah or whatever they want to label it. It's the same power that's in us. And if you're a Bible thumper or not, you do have that centering point to come from. It's like when you're a little kid and you just understand how to chill out or how to fix something or how to excel. Where did that come from? And whatnot, or some instinctual things that we do. That came from some other force that's in us that was given to us. That has to be a higher power. And so I'm not a religious thumper, but I'm not against it at all. And so that's my belief system is that, there is an absolute, I call it a power, a force, whatever you want to call it, that's in us that was given to us you know, before we were born, and we accentuate from that and move forward. That's the springboard.
Wow, that's amazing. You know what? And many people feel like, being judged because they do practice a different religion. And I'm glad that you said that, a higher power. And we look at that as, say, hey, you don't have to label it with a name. You don't have to, but you know that we didn't just get here like poof, here we
No way.
are, you
Right.
know?
Yeah.
So
No,
I
you know,
love that you put it that way.
we're a combination of many things. I mean, we can go into tradition and things that are, part of our heretic background and so forth, our families, how we raise children. All these components starts to tell us how to be, but that comes from something that sometimes it was already given to us, and we don't know how to spearhead it yet, but we know we have to go forward. So, if you said we don't have to label it, we don't, but we do have to recognize it, and we have to acknowledge that that is there and accept that, and that's how you bounce forward. Call it religion, call it the higher power. It's the same drill, you know. And we have
Mhm.
to accept it. So that's where stuff. That's being honest again. Again, you have to go back to your honesty. You have to go back to your truth. Start with the truth that's in your heart, that's in you. Get all the distractions out of the way and all of this fanfare that we want to give an impression to make ourselves like seem like we're cooler or cuter or something. Come on, get onto the real, and that starts with
Amen.
here. Yeah.
Wow, that is amazing. I love that you said that. I mean, really, because many people are looking for direction. And that's what my platform is about. People looking for direction and not to be judged just because I chose this path. And that's what it's all about. And so I
And
love
not
how
even
you
yourself,
sum
you just
that
said
up.
something about being even judged. They can judge you, because anybody's going to have their point of view or their deciding idea what you're supposed to be. But that doesn't mean that has to be a deterrent for you.
There you go.
It's like if you're a fighter and you're fighting, you learn how to keep a jab in somebody's face and stuff like that. Well, you have to also take a couple of tags and know how not to take one, and stuff like that. You have to learn how to maneuver, but you have to be in the mix of it. So if somebody puts judgment, that means that's not a definitive. That's not the absolute. That's just somebody's point of view or their opinion. You can
That's
extract from
right.
that and then you go forward. If you let it devastate you, then you're not believing in you. You're not being of your strength and your worthiness. You're just being a chump. And that's just not going to be happening. That's out.
Wow, that is so deep, and I'm so glad that you said that. See, you hear it now. I'm loving it because I'm also a student here, and I'm taking notes. Because even being a doctor in clinical psychology, we're not perfect, and we look at things, especially when I have other clients and people talk. I'm like, look, this is how we think, and it's okay. You don't have to be so hard on yourself just because you feel
Sure.
this way. So I'm glad that you said that. And you know what? On that note, we got more. Oh my goodness. I just love it. I'm just excited. We're going to take a brief commercial and we will be right back with the Dr. Meleeka Clary Show on the Bold and Brave TV network. Do not go nowhere, fam. We are still with
On
the
go.
amazing and handsome Lauren Tilton
All right.
Jacob.
It was an interesting moment for me at the time because I really wasn't seeking someone or anyone, I should say. I just hoped if I did meet someone that they would be a positive person to meet. Everything he was saying and doing was making me fall in love with him.
Fighting over custody. A lot of people quit going, that's just how it got to be. But she keeps on fighting and it takes a lot of guts. No justice, no peace!
You two are like two immature cartoon characters.
Objection.
Where's any of this evidence of this?
Order! I'm sanctioning you for $15,000.
I would like to see my son.
This is all about a child. A poor boy born into a battle. Even with your lies, I gotta survive. Said I'm gonna survive, I gotta survive. Even with your lies, I'm gonna survive, gotta survive. Said I'm gonna survive. This is not justice! No justice! No justice! No justice! No peace! No peace! No justice!
You're trying to have a judge removed.
law sanctioned her for thousands of dollars for coming to court.
How much money is Mr. K and Mr. Geek paying you and your fellow judges to keep this woman away from her child? Said I'm gonna survive, I gotta survive. Even with your lies, I'm gonna survive, gotta survive. Said I'm gonna survive, I gotta survive. Even with your lies, I'm gotta survive, gonna survive. Said I gotta survive, I'm gonna survive. Even with your lies.
Welcome back to the Dr. Meleeka Clary Show, where we're coming live. We are still with the amazing Lawrence Hilton Jacobs. Come on in here.
Yes,
All
ma'am.
right. Welcome back. Welcome back. You know what, Lawrence, it was a wonderful pleasure to have you on the Dr. Meleeka Clary Show. I appreciate you so much and everything that you share. Sharing is caring, and I'm always going to believe that. You know, on
Okay.
that note, and I know that we have limited time, is there a quote that you live by? Like there's something, and you might have said it all through the segment, but is there a quote that you actually live by and you don't mind sharing? Because some people need that. You know, a quote from my dad is never stop trying. And that's what he left with me. Never stop trying. Even,
My quote,
I always
for
carry
me,
that with me.
yeah, and for me, is I say, live your honesty. That's it for me. Live your honesty. It says a lot. That's a springboard to solving problems, finding your truth, keeping it real, keeping yourself open enough to absorb other people's points of view and allow them to have their journey as well. It all comes from that. It's a simple thing, but you got to live your honesty. I really mean that. And I try to live that, and I have lived that, of course. Mhm.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome. You know, I
Mhm.
appreciate you sharing that. You heard it. Live your honesty, people. It helps you and stay positive. And you've heard Lawrence, and like he said, if you're looking for him, you can always just Google him. And he's been in all these different movies and everything like that. You can go ahead. I know there's some movies on Netflix, Amazon. You go support,
Yeah.
and just watch his wonderful work. And he's an
Oh, yeah.
amazing
You
actor,
got to
amazing
eat, so you got
person
to
in
make a balance.
person.
You got to make
There
a
you
couple
go.
of coins. Yeah. Mhm. Mhm.
Keep
Oh
it
yeah.
going. I get it.
Keep it real. And keep it real.
I love it. You're amazing, and it's a blessing to meet you for the second year. And congratulations on your award again at the Luxury
Thank you.
Gala. Oh,
Oh
really?
yeah.
You're
I
welcome.
appreciate
You're
it.
welcome.
I mean,
All right. Thank you again, and I appreciate it. And enjoy the rest of your day.
thank
All
you,
right.
darling. We